After lunch, Quinn complains about not having enough friends. That's not me. She tells you to find an influencer for her to hang out with.
Sofia every day, not every day, like maybe once every couple of weeks will be like, I do have friends. And I'm like, no one said anything.
It's Sofia Franklyn. You are listening to Sofia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal. Welcome to Sofia with an F. We have a Halloween edition episode for you guys.
Meow. Sorry.
No,
I was loaded.
No. So the thing is Soph is we will tell you actually the inside joke behind the meow, but Soph is actually with me today, and she is dressed as a what?
Cat bandit.
A cat bandit.
Yeah.
Striped shirt, which is actually the shirt that you were wearing today for real.
Yeah. It reminds me of the the Cops and Robbers iPad game.
Yeah. I don't know the iPad game. They didn't have iPads when I was a baby.
It came out around, it was like Temple Run adjacent. Not in form at all, but timeline-wise.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
What Temple Run is?
No.
This is
pre
9/11, post 9/11.
This is generational differences right here, and I think it's good. Like, you keep me young.
Also, your costume, because I didn't know who this was.
So I'm dressed as Penny Lane from the movie Almost Famous, and I really, really wish that I could say the quote right now because it's pretty incredible. But you guys, the costumes that we're wearing right now
are fantastic.
Came from my sex drawer in my closet. Like, that's not a joke.
Meow.
Like half the shit we're wearing is actually meant to be like a sexual kind of foreplay.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, don't get too turned on.
Right.
Boner alert, by the way.
Boner alert. But yeah, I'm Penny Lane, and it's I'm Penny Lane meets Y2K.
Yeah.
Like, Penny Lane wouldn't wear this bright of colors, I would say.
I mean, I'm feline meets Robert.
Yeah, I actually don't know what you're doing.
Okay, another thing you're missing if you're not watching, this sign behind me.
So if you guys are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you're seriously missing out. That was me basically asking you guys to subscribe.
You're depraved if you don't subscribe.
Because we have a cardboard sign behind us. And Soph, read it aloud.
Gaslighting isn't real.
Let me lift it up.
Period. You're making it up. Has anyone ever heard of guy with a sign?
Is it dude with a sign?
Dude with a sign.
I think it's dude with a sign. The craziest goes down, you guys. Okay, so basically, the reason I have one of dude with a signs in my apartment right now.
This is like museum level. Yes.
I'm gonna get this like put in a frame and hung up.
Yeah.
Also, this quote is incredible.
Yeah.
Gaslighting isn't real. You're making it up. Every guy I've ever dated. Also, what I do to people as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm taking out the trash, and I'm like cardboard box, right?
Cardboard box.
That sounded like a lineup for a comedy, like.
But Chang.
How about that airplane food? I'm taking the trash out, and I'm breaking down the boxes because I'm that kind of like great New York citizen, and I see all of these pieces of cardboard, and I notice that there's permanent marker and all of these all this writing, and I start pulling them out, and there's 30 of these cardboard
It's all his
signs,
discards.
double-sided, by the way.
Yeah, what does the other one say? Stop calling your dad daddy.
Well, I don't have that problem. I wish I did.
Let's talk about dads.
Yeah, there's a lot of dad stuff today.
It was also funny because I wasn't in the room. You went in, and then I thought you were trying to scare me or something. You come back in the apartment, and you're like, Soph, come look at this. Like I felt like we were finding remains.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because this building has been around since the 1920s or before.
It's also, we did just find out that there was horsehair in the walls.
Yes, I was talking to the owner who now the owner and I were kind of thick as thieves. Get it? Because you're kind of dressed like one.
Because meow, give me your stuff.
Meow. He told me when they were renovating the apartment, there were like pounds and pounds of horsehair found in the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's for insulation back then. I don't know. Very interesting.
It went from that to influencer hub. I don't know if this is just his dumping grounds or if this is our neighbor guy with a sign. Step up. Let us know.
Dude with a sign.
Address it.
If you live in my building, please let me know. I would love to be friends. This building, I don't know. It's just like it has a lot of
star quality,
but like
haunted quality,
haunted
Cecil Hotel quality.
I mean, the storage. The attic. The attic.
Which everyone very much enjoyed, and we are going to go into the second. We're going to go into the second door.
You guys,
soon.
My attic is big enough to house like 2-3 people.
Yeah.
And
it's a decent sublet.
Expansive. And I found a ton of shit up there, and we'll talk about it one day. Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
So
this comes out on Halloween. Happy Halloween,
God,
everyone.
Happy Halloween.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Kit Kat. What's yours?
Crunch.
Really?
Crunch is similar to Kit Kat. I was going to say Kit Kat, but I love how you can savor a Kit Kat.
We can both have the same one.
Yeah. Okay, Kit Kat.
Or
Crunch.
Okay. I like it better
or
if
candy
you say
corn.
Candy
corn. Not very many people like candy corn.
I love candy corn.
It makes your mouth like water in this like thrilling way.
Wait, you grew up in New York? Mm-hmm. Would you go trick-or-treating?
Yeah, we went trick-or-treating.
Where?
We would go trick-or-treating in Manhattan Plaza in these two, and it's artist housing still, and it's these two huge stories, and it was so fun. It wasn't at all like, oh, this city kid doesn't have the suburban Halloween. It was so fun. People would so many like actors lived there, and they would go all out, and it was nice too because it's inside, so you can kind of like run through the halls, and like parents aren't as stressed that you're gonna like get lost into the night
or kidnap
Totally.
So, but there wasn't trick-or-treating in the building that you lived in, like in the apartment building.
No. I mean, maybe like probably our neighbors put out something, but there weren't other kids in the building, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a small building too.
Right. I remember one Manhattan Square, they would ask you like either opt in or opt out to be part of the
Oh, the system. What did you do?
I just never responded because I never knew if I would be there or not.
Festive.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I feel like a cunt. So you kind of surprised me today.
Mm-hmm. I said, Happy Halloween.
You said, Happy Halloween. We're filming a solo episode. And
I just wanted to get back with my friends.
Okay.
Well, the mini was fun and the sunglasses were fun and all of that. And I do understand that maybe I'm not really all here because there's still a great visual obstruction.
Great.
But I wanted to tell a Halloween story.
Okay. Also, there's like double the visual obstruction because you can't see normally. And I
have my contacts on.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, people who have to wear contacts or glasses. I think it's bizarre that you wake up and can't see.
Wake up, can't see. Go to sleep, can't see.
But that's insanity.
Hang out, can't see.
But that's
it took so long to figure out.
What if there's an emergency in the middle of the night? What do?
It's just what you're used to. You know what I mean?
I'm not used to it.
But it's whatever. I feel like it's like if you know you're an anxious person or something like that, and so then you're used to dealing with anxiety every day. It's like that.
No, this is like literally your vision impaired and could like.
I would like to say too, I'm not. Yes, there's a range of contact wears. I cannot drive without glass. Like I have very bad sight.
Very, very,
like cannot recognize a face until it's very, very close. Can I tell my Halloween story?
So you wrote the outline for today's episode, so absolutely.
Okay. This is one of those stories that's fun to tell because I'm a different person than I was then.
Okay.
And I was immature, but
that's every story I tell.
Okay. And I have distance from it. This is way back when I was in high school, which was so long ago.
Yeah.
I was dressed up as The costume isn't that I think maybe I was like a member of Hufflepuff or something. I love Harry Potter. I don't really resonate with Hufflepuff, but I think my friend had a really cute like jersey I wanted to wear. And then I wore those. I think I wore gray Lululemon leggings, which were like such a thing.
Okay.
Then. Not that
that's kind
the pancake was the inbooty was not.
Soph thinks she
poppin'.
has an inverted booty, which is not a
clinical.
thing. But the gray Lululemon leggings, you were in high school and you know what gray does.
Yeah.
Gray will show off
Camel.
the front butt,
yeah.
but also the
My
back
Audi.
butt. If you guys ever want your ass to look bigger, the front one or the back one, gray leggings.
Gray.
Continue.
I don't know if
Hufflepuff
I got bigger,
girl.
but okay, yeah, Hufflepuff girl. That's what I was wearing. It was someone was.
Was there anything else besides the leggings?
No, it was literally just like the Hufflepuff dress. It wasn't that adventurous. I think that I was still very much in the phase of like it's embarrassing to stand out, which I hate. But I was like, oh, it's so embarrassing to like go to like fully care about a costume, which is not fun at all. But I was definitely in that like trying to be too cool.
Yeah,
for
like you didn't want to
stage.
fully commit.
Yeah. I think I was like a sophomore in high school. We go to this house party. The boys in the grade above were there. The soccer boys were there. One of them I had been hooking up with.
Are you into soccer boys? Because I am.
I don't think I necessarily am, but that was totally like the hierarchy at our school. Like if you were into cool guys at our school, you were into the guys in the soccer team a grade above us.
Okay,
like
that's
those
very
were the boys. Which now, obviously, looking back, I'm like, hello, Rat Pack, like not
right.
They're slithering on the ground, whatever.
So,
but
yes,
I was like, I would love for one of them to not remember my name. Like I would be so fortunate for them to treat me like trash, which then did happen for like 2 years. Anyways, in the early beautiful days,
that took a turn. Okay,
of my love affair with this one guy. We're all at this Halloween party, and I go up on the roof to get some air, to catch some air. I was probably in my weird like cathartic. I was watching Skins.
I was about to ask, like, were you guys drinking?
Yeah. Drinking.
Ooh, were there
Drinking
drugs around?
No, like dab pens.
Okay.
It was like weed and alcohol.
It wasn't Juan Diego.
Adderall.
Okay.
Adderall.
It wasn't Juan Diego. There was
an
an Oxycontin.
Yeah, no. I go up onto the roof and I open the door and like movie, I just see Jackson, my soccer boy, who I thought he was going to treat me like trash that night, was making out with another girl. And I just saw her cat. I saw him facing towards me and her with her blonde hair and her cat ears.
Wait, I was expecting a completely different thing to come out of your mouth.
But the worst thing is that I didn't let that be the story. That should be the story.
Oh, that's not even.
That should be it. I felt embarrassed. I think, and it was a girl older than me too.
Ooh.
The reason I wanted to hook up with this guy because I wanted everyone to know. Like I wanted to be the younger girl that this guy was hooking up with. Yeah. And once again, by God, I had the privilege of him forgetting my name and whatever. But like I loved the fact that we would make out in a bathroom.
Had you guys previously made out?
Yes, we had, and like we were hooking up. We were definitely hooking up.
Oh my God. I would have been furious.
And so I opened the thing. I know. And
it was, so what did you do?
It was the sort of hooking up too where like at the time I definitely was like, oh, this is so us. You know, just him not acknowledging me at school, not saying anything to me, only texting me, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's just how we are. Anyways,
it would be really inappropriate to like for him to even say hi to me in the
like
hallway.
A person, like a 3D character in his life.
Oh my God. Okay.
I didn't run to the girls and let it be a fuck men moment. I wanted attention from this other guy. My friend had like seen what had happened or had maybe heard it or something. Came over to me trying to console me, and I yelled at her and was like, stop, like I don't fucking care. And I was also embarrassed, I think, that she was saying that now in front of this new guy, and I was like, he's gonna think I care whether people think want me to live or die. Like that would be humiliating.
And I'm sorry, what did you call your friend?
I was like, I don't care. Like,
did you call her a
and I was like, you're being a
I called Allie a cunt once.
No, it's not about the name calling, it's just about the blatant like hurt people. Like I was so, and then it's like that's so much more embarrassing too, being like that triggered by her trying to like stand up for me. It's like, okay, girl, you care obviously. But
I don't think that that's that embarrassing. I think it would have been more embarrassing if like you did the whole like found another guy and made out with him.
Totally. Because she interrupted the toxicity for sure, and I took it out on her.
Well, and thank God she did, because you know what? I've been in that exact situation where I caught my. Well, he was low-key more my boyfriend. Like he would acknowledge me in the hallway.
To be clear, this guy was not my boyfriend at all,
Right.
but it still hurt my feelings.
Well, obviously, but I caught him. No, I didn't catch him. Well, I did catch him making out with my best gay friend, John. I've told that story already.
Okay.
But before that happened, I didn't catch him making out with anyone at a party, but he was 2 grades older than me. And the girls in his grade took me into a room, sat me down, and they said, "Hey, Sofia, by the way, we just wanted to let you know, like, he's been fucking half the senior class."
But then you having to calculate how to react.
Well, no.
Were you like, oh, I don't care?
No, so what I did is I acted like I didn't care, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
I knew that.
And so then I did what you wanted to do, and I found a guy who I think was in a grade older than him.
Oh.
Made sure to get a bunch of pictures taken. I was all over him. He was like kind of like pushing me off. Like he was not really into it. But like I got the photos. I got it to look like we were kind of all over each other. And I think it was like posted to Snapchat. And my boyfriend at the time didn't give a fuck. So
he's like relieved. She's like, oh my, she latched on. He
did not give a fly. So that's where I'm like, girls, if you are ever in a position where you're like, I'm just gonna get back at this guy by getting under someone else, just don't do it.
They rejected you in the first place because they don't care.
Exactly.
They don't care.
They don't care.
But also, it will always be more fun to be with your friends and trash the guy and like be fucking funny and make fun of him and later on like texted this guy from a random number telling him to use anti-dandruff shampoo. Like that's what we ended up doing to this same guy. It's gonna be so much more rewarding to do that than to like what's it like?
A, call your friend a bitch.
Yeah.
But B,
and then deal with the fallout of that. Like, no, that ruins the fucking sleepover. We all had a sleepover and it was horrible. Like, they were pissed, understandably. Like,
it ruins that. And then it also, you feel really, really bad about yourself when the guy doesn't come crawling back.
Right.
And the guy that you used as a pawn in the game is also not following up and being like, I'm into you.
No.
Then you're doubly rejected.
They won't. Yeah.
It's just all around not fun. I'm trying to think if I have a Halloween story. I'm sure I have a gajillion. Okay, this isn't really a story. This is more of like a cautionary tale.
A forewarning.
Yes. Be very careful when choosing your costume.
Okay.
Because I was underage and Fabi and I decided to go to Vegas for Halloween.
Is that okay? Driving. Okay.
So if you drive from Utah to Las Vegas, it's like a 5-6 hour drive.
Okay.
And we were just like those girls in high school who were really like, we only hung out with like the older crowd or like the guys not in high school anymore. So cool.
I'm getting a sense of we thought it was like not cool to care and too cool, whatever.
Yeah.
So and now
and now we're doing the exact same thing.
We could not be cooler than in this moment.
Right. So
you're driving.
We go to Vegas and we go to this club. I cannot remember the name. And I had decided that year to dress up as a Victoria's Secret angel.
Okay.
And I looked stunning.
I bet. Question, were you over 18 but under 21?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I wasn't even in high school.
Okay.
I think this is like post high school, but not 21.
Okay.
I've got my fake ID. I'm dressed. It was like I had a black lacy corset.
Hot.
And back then I really, really, really was so insecure about my boobs. And I went to the ends of the earth to make them look big.
They were on your neck.
Yes. Like the Victoria's Secret bombshell bra. But like it looked like I had double D's.
Right.
Which now looking back, it's like what
I think you're gonna topple over.
No, but also what these guys were thinking when the bra came off. Like what the fuck?
Also, even like
gaslighting. That's what I was. My tits.
That is not consent.
From the age
foam.
from the age of basically 15 to 23, I was gaslighting, tit gaslighting. But I looked stunning.
I bet.
And I had these black feathered wings.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
And then black booty shorts with my ass hanging out, obviously.
I gasped because I just remember how they used to do the heels with the wings.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I want to recreate the costume.
Okay. Love.
The problem is if you decide to go to a Las Vegas club that is packed, I was knocking every single person's drink out of their hands, slapping every single person in the face with my wings. And I made it about 20 minutes until this girl literally, I remember it clear as day, tried to fight me.
You were a hazard.
She was like, bitch, you hit me one more time with your dumbass wings, like I'll kill you. And
I don't have control over these. These actually aren't coming out of my traps.
It's like, so I ended up having to take the wings off and carry them.
You wanted to be a VS model.
But just be very weary of your costume.
Yeah.
Like you can't really wear wings.
Function is relevant.
It is.
Always. Also, there are costumes that can be for pictures.
Right. And I feel, yes.
And
that's
like, period, done. That is what's nice about a house party, though, on Halloween, I think. I think it gives you permission to be a little bit more out there and a little bit more like if you're at a friend's house, no one's going to throw hands because you knocked over a television with your wings.
They're not going to throw hands, but like you literally like can't walk through the crowd.
Right. It is a little disrespectful.
It's just disrespectful and like you're literally causing harm to people and to things in the house. So it's like you can't do it.
Yeah.
For Halloween, do you have plans?
Not really. I'm bandwagoning on a couple parties. I'm going to do something easy. I'm brunette. I know it's hard to tell because I'm a cat. I've transformed into a cat robber right now. But I'm doing my roommate's blonde, so we're gonna do the Challengers boys.
Oh,
whatever. And that's like super easy. And then
breezy.
Maybe we'll do another brunette and blonde as the Pen 15 girls. If people have seen that show, have you seen that show? No, just easy ones. I love watching people go all out. I love when girls go all out. I love it. I want to be cheeky with it, but I'm not the best at it. But support when girls go all out.
And I love the costume that you just described to me that you and your friend are going to do. But should we talk about ours?
Oh my God.
Or do we have to keep it private?
No, because it'll come out this day. We've been so excited.
Let's tell them.
We're doing, who are you going to be? You say who you're going to be first.
Selina fucking Meyer. Sorry, the Vice President of the United States of America. Ever heard of her?
And her right-hand man, owner of the Leviathan, Gary. Gary, whose last name I don't know, and Selina probably also doesn't know.
Yes. Gary, who is Selina's assistant from Veep, which is the best show on fucking television.
It's so funny.
The best show.
So perfect. She's so perfectly maniacal and evil, but like, she's so funny. And Gary, their relationship.
Should we use this as like a segue into the quizzes that you had prepared?
Yes.
I have shit to say.
Oh, say
it. While
it.
You're pulling it up on your
let me
phone.
pull it up.
I just want to point out, I think the best Halloween costume I ever did in my life, and I'll never be able to recreate it, was Angelina Jolie as Tomb Raider. And not because that's original, because it's absolutely fucking not, but because of how I did my fucking makeup. I'm gonna post a picture on this YouTube. Again, subscribe, hi. And you guys will see, I spent like 3 hours on a YouTube learning how to do her makeup. And I feel like I low-key ended up looking obviously nowhere near Angelina Jolie level, but like pretty fucking close.
I'm sure you did.
And I'm really proud of that. Very proud of that. What was your best costume you've ever done?
When I was 1 year old and I was a yam. My parents just...
Wait, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
My dad would always make my Halloween costumes because he's a designer.
Oh
and he
my
just,
God.
He made just a little like ball of orange orange fabric.
Could we find
and
a
then
photo?
I have the photo. And then I just held, for my candy, I held a little yam can. And I looked so delicious.
That is the sweetest, cutest thing I've ever heard. I love how I'm like sexy Tomb Raider, and then you go, I was a yam.
I was a yam.
Okay, we're gonna go into this quiz thing. I just really quickly for
Mhm.
Halloween, because
Mhm.
I feel like just talking about our plans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have plans, and I plan.
Want to come to mine?
No, and I plan to keep it that way.
Okay.
I'm over the like dress up and get crazy and go wild.
Totally.
My perfect Halloween is sitting right where I'm sitting
Yeah.
right now in my apartment,
Mm-hmm.
watching Hocus Pocus,
Yes.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
What's the twins one?
Practical Magic,
Practical Magic.
love.
So good.
Nightmare Before Christmas, though,
good.
would you consider that a Halloween or a Christmas movie?
Halloween.
100%.
Halloween. Yeah, it's spooky. It's meant for like Thanksgiving. It's meant for the in between.
Right. So that's what
And
it's
then
then
most
like
fun getting ready. I like getting ready with the. I'm not
I
like
hate getting ready.
belligerent. Oh, okay.
I like getting belligerent.
Okay.
I guess I'm not supposed
Cool.
to say that.
Angelina Jolie
anymore.
versus Yam.
Yeah, yeah.
The binary.
Let's do it. Who wore it better? Who did it better?
Oh my god,
And
we'll
you
put up
guys
the
can go
pictures.
crazy. So we found this quiz on Buzzfeed, and I was like, we're not going to do it off camera and not include the fucking sloots.
Yeah.
The quiz, you guys, is I bet you can't spend a day as a personal assistant without getting fired. Okay.
That's the title. But then I think it's also like influencer edition.
All right. Question number 1. Well, actually, let me preface.
Mm-hmm.
Today is your first day on the job, and
Mm.
Quinn
Mm-hmm.
told you there's only one rule: don't mess up.
BuzzFeed is setting the scene. Holy shit. Okay.
So Quinn is this like
Diva influencer.
okay. If you make
Snark Page's lover. They love to
Yes.
hate her.
She is the snark page queen.
Yeah.
If you make even one mistake, she'll replace you.
Oh, shit.
Is what it says. It's kind of sounding like me, to
Can
be
I
honest.
say really quickly, you made the best impression the first day.
Did I?
Yes, because you
Oh my god.
I walked in and Sofia like snuck out of her room on her tippy toes, and the place was so clean and incense was going, and it was like so meditative. And you stuck out of your room and you were like, the first thing you said, you were like, I feel like a kid who just like hid everything under their bed when their mom told them to clean. And it was so sweet. It was so like accommodated, and like you wanted to impress me.
Right.
I feel like as much as I wanted to impress you, which is
Right.
truly so essential. Like both parties have to be in a marriage if you're in each other's
100%.
space constantly.
Which can we just quickly talk about this and then we'll jump into the quiz, because I do find it fascinating.
It's fascinating.
What did your mom said something about like us needing like to be able to vibe and have the same sense of humor.
Right. Yeah. She was saying, because like I feel like you always worry about your mom being sort of the protective, like, do you have boundaries? Are you being treated right? All of these things, which like obviously she knows all of those are true.
Right.
But she was also saying, she was like, no, you guys have to be friends. Like obviously we are, but humor and just like, I also think to be an assistant, to be someone's right hand.
And to think like
yes, it
me.
has to be like you have the same POV. I think more than anything like professional or anything on a resume, just like you see the world similarly, and like humor is such a big part of that.
It is,
because humor is totally like humor is like your ideology. Like it's just how you process the world, I feel like. And so we were like immediately. That's so much more important than other things that on paper could like I feel like on paper we would not be put together.
No.
Maybe as friends, but like not business wise at all.
Well, actually, I remember when I was doing the hiring process, I remember being like, wait, I'm scared she's going to be like too...
Do you think it's going to be like
rigid,
type A?
too like on top of her shit? And you know what everyone told me? I fucking hope she is. I hope to God that she is. That's
fair.
That's
so
exactly
fair.
what you
No,
need.
but I thought you would be. I think that if you were looking at us like totally putting us in our box, it would be like I'd be too nerdy for you. You'd be too wild for me.
Right.
But that's also just not it at all.
but it kind of it, but it works.
Yeah.
It is that, but it's not that, but it is.
But at the same time, I'm walking in and you have like incense going, and then I'm bringing in all my drama. Like it balances.
The drama didn't come for a minute. Like you kept it really together.
Yeah.
But you can't cross the line because I've also had a situation where that happens and then it's like, oh, are we working right now or are we fucking,
Right. Or are we fucking?
Or are we Yeah, I had sex with my assistant and then I fired them. Okay. That's something Selina Meyer would absolutely do. All right.
Absolutely.
Question number 1. You wake up to a text from Quinn asking you to bring her an Instagrammable breakfast. What do you pick? Here are the choices.
Okay.
Smoothie bowl, plain bagel, hard-boiled eggs, avocado toast, matcha latte, raisin bran.
Avocado toast. I would say the acai bowl, but like I feel like it could get kind of melty.
They do call it a smoothie bowl, which is very bizarre.
Weird. Goopy. Ew, that's soup.
BuzzFeed. There's no
BuzzFeed.
You either get a smoothie or an acai
Quinn
bowl.
says you're fired.
By the way, I'm not going to give you my analysis and like my consensus on how I feel until the results.
By the way, this is my like quarterly review.
Yes. Yeah.
This is the metric system.
Okay. Quinn loved the way her breakfast looked on her Instagram story. She has a hot yoga class to go to right now, but while she's gone, she needs you to find her Louboutin shoes. Which pair do you grab out of the closet? Mm-hmm. And then they're making influencers sound like shit a little bit.
But also, what, an assistant can't recognize a Louboutin?
It's literally just pictures of different shoes.
The Vans almost got me, but I'm gonna go with the only pair of heels.
What
the red bottoms?
I mean, I guess it says Louboutin shoes in the question, like it didn't say heels. So I don't know. Maybe some people aren't as cultured.
I'm so excited to talk about the other woman who wears Louboutins throughout her whole concert that we're going to talk about later.
Oh my God, Taylor. Guys, we're going to talk about Taylor Swift
finale.
and Miami. Okay.
Meow.
Quinn thanks you for
I'm a cat robber. I want this to be an immersive experience for you guys.
100%. Quinn thanks you for finding her favorite heels. While she gets ready for the day, she gives you her phone to start editing her Instagram pictures. What app do you use? Facetune, Lightroom, Best Fiends, Visco.
Guys, Best Fiends had unlimited influencer marketing money like 3 years ago. It was every ad I saw.
I've never heard of that shit.
It's some game with like insects. Facetune.
Okay, so the correct answer is we don't Facetune our pictures, right? So
Facetune is what I would do at an old job, maybe.
If we ever edited a picture ever.
A bruise or something.
Thank you. Guys, but honestly, I feel like I do not use Facetune. I feel like we rarely edit.
You taught me how to use FaceApp to blur nipples.
Is that what, really?
Yeah.
To blur?
Yeah. I feel like we've posted a few things where things are shared and we don't want to risk it getting taken down.
But also, I will be 100% honest. I will every once in a while Facetune my face and I use FaceApp and I do a Hollywood 2.
Okay.
On the scale
and then you'll
of
send
like
it to me back. I'm not super good. Like I feel like when you do that.
Yeah.
And then you'll send it to me. And then sometimes I'll be like, which one's the new one?
Right. Which
genuinely, it's not a big difference.
It's like you're not trying to just pump my gas.
No, I wish I knew which one. It's confusing.
Because I'm just that naturally.
They don't look that different.
Well, also the iPhone 5 has a filter built into it. It makes you look like AI. Okay. Quinn approves of the way you edited her pictures, so she posts one to her feed. Then she hands her phone back to you and tells you to go through her inbox and find a makeup brand that wants to collab with her. Which brand do you reply to? ColourPop, Baby Bell, Glossier, Anastasia, Beverly Hills.
Glossier.
Okay.
Sleek, cool, new.
Quinn is getting hungry, so she asks you to order something for lunch. She tells
breakfast and lunch? Quinn, you dog.
That does not happen around here.
Where's the Adderall?
Yeah. What? Or
you mean a protein shake?
Thank you. Gas.
I already give you bread.
Mass gainer, protein powder, and Adderall. Quinn is getting hungry, so she asks you to order something for lunch. She tells you she's vegan. What do you order?
A quarter pounder.
Steak, chickpea salad, grilled cheese, salmon, rice and beans, cheesy potato soup.
Chickpea salad. Duh. Come on. That sounds kind of good.
I would have rather had the rice and beans.
Yeah, but Quinn's not like you. She's not a rice hoe.
Okay, after lunch, Quinn complains about not having enough friends. That's not me. She tells you to find an influencer for her to hang out with.
Sophia every day, not every day, like maybe once every couple of weeks will be like, I do have friends. And I'm like, no one said anything. No one. I believe you.
It's because I will forget.
Yeah.
What is that thing called? Like if it's not right in front of you?
Object permanence.
I have that really,
You
really
don't
bad.
have object permanence.
I do not have object.
I think it's probably early childhood
I forget.
turmoil.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like I can just block shit by.
Yeah. No, you have friends. I didn't doubt it.
Yes. I have friends.
Yeah.
Okay. But the fact that
what influencer am I
she
setting
tells
her
you
up
to-
with?
she tells you to find an influencer for her to hang out with. Whose DMs do you slide into?
Wait, what are the options?
That's fucking crazy. Cameron Dallas.
Okay.
Nikki D. Jagger.
Okay.
Patrick Starr.
Okay.
Jackie.
Liza Koshy.
Shane James. Okay. Liza Koshy.
She seems so friendly. She probably doesn't have time for
something.
Quinn.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Okay. Because you have so many real friends that aren't on the internet.
Yes. Which I need more influencer friends, you guys. So actually,
Wait, specifically ones that could help get us clout.
yeah. If you could, I might have you slide into some DMs. Okay. Quinn thinks you've just found her new best friend. Now she has a lot of meetings this afternoon, so she needs you to pick out a business casual outfit for her. We're going to put this shit up on the screen.
Let's do. I know they're going to say this is bad, but I think this is the cutest one. I went with one that's kind of like preppier. There's one that was kind of like an all white look, but did we get my results?
No. Oh. While she's in her meetings, Quinn wants you to add a positive word to her vision board. What do you write? Okay, these are the words. Imitate.
Quinn listens to audiobooks.
Hold on. What is that word? Inimitatable?
Oh, inimitatable. I
Is
guess
that a
so. One of a
word?
kind. Not that anyone uses. Inimitatable.
Okay, so basically I can't. Okay. Superficial, limitless, invaluable.
Invaluable, I guess.
Wait, how are all of these are negative, basically.
Invaluable. No, invaluable is positive.
Oh, invaluable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one you would pick.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Who writes limitless on a vision board?
I was about to say I would want you to.
Really? Yeah, but we're growing. But Queens don't like you.
Okay, it's this is for Quinn.
This isn't what I do, by the way.
Fuck no.
I mean, I guess we do pick out outfits and
imagine asking someone else to put something positive on your vision board. Anyways, after her meetings, Quinn takes you to a Kardashian Jenner party. She asks you
go to those all the time, by the way.
She asked you to go find Courtney. Which family member do you approach?
Wait, they chose such a sad picture of Courtney.
You guys, it's literally just pictures of all the Kardashians. Okay. Finally, after a long day, Quinn says you can go home. However,
dismissed wench.
Which, by the way, Soph and I did have to have a conversation because we were pushing it.
We were pushing it.
And I loved that we had that conversation. Finally, after a long day, Quinn says you can go home. However, before you leave, she needs you to get her selenite. What do you bring her? A crystal, an essential oil, a fancy dessert, a picture of Selena Gomez.
Okay, Selena Gomez is nothing to me without her counterpart, Benny Blanco. The mask I wore on this podcast previously, a crystal, selenite, duh, Miami's healing. If you know, you know.
Okay, here we go. Here are the results.
Okay. I'm really scared.
You survived your first day as an influencer's assistant.
Child's play.
Before you leave, Quinn makes sure to thank you for being such a great assistant. I highly doubt that.
Quinn is thankless.
From what I'm taking in.
Quinn's busy on her play date.
She says she knows it's a difficult job, but she's really glad she found someone as spectacular as you. She promises you a huge pay raise and credit in the captions of all her Instagram posts.
Like a
awesome
citation.
Job.
Quinn is the type of boss that like you'll have a horrible day, and at the end they'll be like, "I'm just so glad you can roll with the punches."
Well, she kind of sounds manic. Like that's a manic.
Yeah.
It wasn't it your
I
first
think it's more,
day?
I feel like maybe not. I feel like it's a little manipulative.
Here's what I have to say.
I don't want to be with Quinn anymore. I want to come back.
I don't want you to be with Quinn. How representative do you think that was of like your day today with me?
0.
Like,
I mean, yeah, there's like food. That's like tip of the iceberg.
Right.
Not that obviously the crazy things you don't have me do, but none of that was biz.
Let's jump into what actually fucking matters.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Taylor Swift.
Taylor Allison Swift.
Is that her middle name? Mm-hmm. Fun fact, when Soph and I decided to impromptuly every word now. Impromptu kind of
got a new style after learning about Quinn.
Right? I walked out in this pink fur, cat ears, and I had a sex toy in my hand. And I said, "So guess who I am for Halloween?" Because I was just like fucking around. I wanted to see what you would say. And you said Taylor Swift, which is the best compliment
I feel like
ever.
she looks like Bejeweled era.
Right.
Taylor with the like Magic Wand sponsorship would be so fucking lit.
That would be, that just turned me on.
Can I define my Swiftie-hood?
Yes.
I did not. My journey very quickly is just that I didn't grow up loving Taylor Swift. Obviously, she was everywhere. She was the culture. I feel like I was born in 2000. I feel like I was 12 or something when Red came out and she started doing pop, whatever. Obviously, she was huge, but also just like she's dated 12 boys this year, whatever.
Right.
But she wasn't my person at all.
Uh-huh.
The re-recording of Red came out when I was in my last year of college, I think, and the All Too Well. No, I remember it so clearly. The All Too Well 10-minute version came out, and she did the music video with Sadie, or the like short film she calls it, with Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien. And I completely and totally fell in love. I used to be one of those people that would hear Taylor Swift and be like nails on a chalkboard, not like from her voice or anything. I could not catch a vibe with her.
Also, there was this whole thing where it was cool
to hate her. Totally. And I came back in when it was people were starting to love and respect her as like a woman in the industry, God forbid. But I totally loved it. And then I think which helps with any sort of obsession, I totally fell in love with it with one of my best friends. It became a place I want to live. Like I wanted to just
go in that world.
Her music, and she's a great person to become obsessed with when you're like in your early 20s, because there is so much source material. Mm-hmm. There's Miss Americana. There's so many videos of her in the past, surprising fans. There's the Reputation tour. There's so much music.
Yes.
So it's become a very happy place for me, like in adulthood.
Yes. And your obsession level is, let me put it this way, when the Dead Poets Society album was released,
mm-hmm.
Soph showed up Monday and she told me that she spent the entire weekend reviewing and doing a full analysis. And how many songs were on that album?
I think it's 32 because it was a double album. So I need to footnote it for people.
32 songs.
Because people will easily get turned off. So you got to like say for this mood, this is the comp here or whatever.
Right. So your fandom, you are a Swiftie.
I love it. But it's also private love. Like I don't need
to
just spread the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's amazing, something that people celebrate, but I also am like happy as a clam just listening to it and being sad or whatever. Yeah.
And then you introduced me to I'm so depressed.
I can deal with a broken heart.
Yes.
So good.
That song by itself switched me into a fan.
You're a woman in the industry. You get it.
Not a Swiftie, but like big fan. Anyways, I'm like, what do I get Soph for her birthday? And I had like a few things in mind. And I was just like, I know she would love this. I know she would love this. I know she would love this. but there is nothing on this planet that would top tickets to Taylor Swift.
I still, hearing you say this, I still like can't. I can't.
I remember
can't
calling my
believe it.
mom and being like, "Is it crazy to drop this kind of money?" Like,
It's crazy.
I mean, but also it's like,
It is it's taking over it's a moment, regardless of how you
Right,
feel about it. It's
right.
a huge moment.
but I like to take care of my people,
mhm,
you know,
Mhm.
and especially the people that work for me and with me. And it's like, I will go above and beyond to show how
Mhm.
appreciative I am,
Mhm.
you know? Also, I like kind of wanted to see her too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I also think it's so generous, and it's also this bonding thing of like the whole show. Like I feel like if more than anything, even her music, you love her as like just like respect her as a woman and whatever. And we're together every day,
Yes.
fucking like
Well-
laughing, crying, experiencing like the industry, all of these things. It was a very like wholesome, I feel like full circle
Gift.
Yeah. It made sense with like everything we do together.
I agree. And I remember I spent hours, like hours and hours and hours scouring. Like we were this close, by the way, to going to New Orleans. Which, by the way, is the same distance flight-wise as Miami, which I
Really?
did not know.
No, me neither.
But I was like, we were almost going to go to Toronto, but like the stadium. And then it just ended up, it was like Miami made the most sense
Yeah.
for tickets that weren't behind the stage.
Right.
Because there are literally tickets that are
Right.
partial
Ridiculous.
view.
Ridiculous. Of course, I'd still be
Still,
geeking out.
right. Still for thousands of dollars. So
Unreal.
whatever. I was like, this is worth the splurge.
Mhm.
And the way that I gave you the
It was
ticket.
so good. It was so good.
We're gonna post. We
have a full video.
I filmed it because it needed to be
I'm
documented.
like a deer in headlights because it was so much joy. You don't know how to express it. Like it's so overwhelming.
I wanted to give it to you in a way that like you thought the gift was for real and hated, because I thought that'd be really funny.
Yeah.
And I had like
She had a gag. She had a gag gift first.
I had a few different versions. I landed on this one, and it was this bag, and I like put the ticket inside of like a little envelope inside of the bag that was like nicely wrapped, whatever. I hand you the present.
Mhm.
You like take the wrapping paper off. You didn't believe it first. You started
No.
laughing in my face.
It's like this hideous heart-shaped bag that's like fucking thin as paper. I know we have such similar styles.
Well, I guess I didn't know because I really thought like I was gonna get away with it.
Also, me saying we have such similar styles as the way we're fucking dressed right now. We both look like we're in the circus. It's like, no, I didn't believe it for a second.
I was shocked, but also the fact that you didn't even try to pretend in front of me.
I laughed in your face.
But did you think for even a split second it was like that was my actual gift, or you knew the whole time?
No, I knew. Well, because you'd also been hyping it up, so I was like, I feel like it'll be some sort of like I was like, oh, maybe we're gonna like go to dinner somewhere. We're gonna whatever. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything like.
Bitch, you thought I would take you to dinner for your
that'd be
birthday?
So nice.
Bye.
I couldn't think of anything like material.
I mean,
I thought it was gonna be a guy, like a. I don't know.
there's no. I would never do that ever in a million years.
You would just get me a little heart clutch.
I actually absolutely.
We're gonna
would.
post a video, but all I could say over and over again is this isn't real.
Okay. So basically, Soph and I, we go to Miami and we see fucking Taylor Swift and Gracie Abrams, by the
And
way.
Florence and the Machine. I guess not and the Machine. It was Florence, and it was a surprise, and it was so electric. Like it was it was a full chill, like full body chills, ethereal, beautiful, like womanhood.
And
defined.
it was, you guys, it was raining,
Yeah.
and Taylor Swift literally says, like, this is the last, like, outdoor
Rain show on the
concert.
Eras tour. It was beautiful. There were really cute girls behind us giving us. She had made friendship bracelets, but for the specific era, so she was like spacing out when she
I
would give
didn't
it
know
to
that
us.
was a thing, that you like
Yeah.
exchange bracelets. You guys, Soph made a bracelet with Taylor Swift's dead grandmother's name on it.
Marjorie. It's a song.
That's how you know how fucking
It's a
obsessed.
song.
But it was it was just amazing. I did get a hot dog slapped out of my hand, and I think a girl got a video of it. That's a story for another time.
Yeah, there were a few moments for sure.
There were a few moments, but
there was
it
a
was
push
phenomenal.
and a shove in our section.
Yeah, for sure. But that was it. So I want to have you on again,
I'd love to come here. Can I wear my bandit eyes every time, or
no? But you know what you can wear is the new merch that is dropping. That I have spent time and blood, sweat, and tears and toil making sure it is the cutest, fits the best. You guys will see.
Wait, I just have to take a call really quickly.
Oh,
hello?
shit.
Sorry. I have options.
Sorry. In case anyone forgot, I have options. In case anyone forgot, you still have options in your job, in your relationship, in your life. You still have
Guy with a sign. You have the option to come hang out with us right now.
Right the fuck now. Okay, sloots, I love you guys so much. Talk to you next week.